Atomic Habits by James Clear is a powerful guide to understanding the science of habit formation and using that knowledge to build positive, lasting behaviors. Clear argues that small, incremental changes, atomic habits, can lead to significant improvements over time. The book focuses on the idea that success comes not from setting big goals, but from refining daily systems and routines. By making small 1% improvements in different aspects of life, these habits compound over time, leading to remarkable results. Introduction: The power of tiny habits. Clear opens by discussing how small changes can have a profound impact over time. He introduces the idea of atomic habits, which are small actions that seem insignificant in the moment, but compound over time. This concept is grounded in the idea that self-improvement doesn't come from drastic changes, but from consistent, incremental actions. Clear draws from a variety of scientific studies and real-world examples to support his argument, emphasizing that anyone can change their habits if they understand how they work. He also touches on the importance of identity in habit formation. Rather than focusing solely on goals, for example, I want to lose weight, Clear suggests shifting identity. For example, I am a healthy person. This mental shift makes it easier to adopt habits that align with this new identity. The habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. The backbone of Atomic Habits is its exploration of the four-step habit loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. This cycle underpins every habit, and Clear explains how understanding it can help you create positive habits and break negative ones. Here's how the loop works. Cue. A cue is a trigger that initiates a behavior. It could be something visual, a specific location, or an emotional state. Craving. The craving is the desire or motivation behind the habit. It's the feeling or anticipation that drives the behavior. Response. This is the actual habit or action that takes place. It's the behavior you perform in response to the cue and craving. Reward. The reward is the positive outcome that follows the habit. It reinforces the behavior, making it more likely to occur in the future. Clear explains how this habit loop can be used to our advantage by making good habits more attractive and bad habits less appealing. He outlines practical strategies for each step of the habit loop. The 4 laws of behavior change. Clear breaks down his advice into 4 practical steps for creating and sustaining good habits, which he calls the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious. To create a new habit, you must first make the cues obvious. Clear suggests strategies such as habit stacking, pairing a new habit with an existing one, and using environmental design to make cues more apparent. For example, if you want to exercise, leaving your workout clothes out the night before serves as a visual reminder. Make it attractive. To increase the likelihood of following through with a habit, it should be appealing. Clear emphasizes the power of rewards and associating habits with positive feelings. One approach is temptation bundling, where you pair something you enjoy with a habit you're trying to build. For instance, if you love watching Netflix, only allow yourself to watch it while exercising. Make it easy. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely it is to become automatic. Clear advises breaking habits down into tiny, manageable actions, what he calls the 2-minute rule. The idea is to make the start of a habit so simple that you can't say no, such as doing just 2 minutes of reading or 2 minutes of stretching. Over time, these small actions build into bigger habits. Make it satisfying. Immediate rewards play a crucial role in habit formation. Clear suggests making sure that the reward is satisfying enough to reinforce the behavior. A sense of progress can also act as a reward, which is why tracking habits is effective. When you can see your progress, it feels rewarding, and you're more likely to stick to your habits. How to break bad habits. Just as habits can be formed, they can also be broken using the same principles. Clear strategy for breaking bad habits is to invert the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it invisible. Remove the cues that trigger your bad habits. If you want to stop eating junk food, for instance, don't keep unhealthy snacks in your home. Make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset to make the habit less appealing. Focus on the negative aspects of your bad habits, such as the long-term health consequences of smoking or poor diet. Make it difficult. Increase the friction for bad habits. For example, if you want to stop wasting time on social media, you can delete the apps from your phone or set up screen time limits. Make it unsatisfying. Introduce a negative consequence or make it harder to feel rewarded by your bad habit. Accountability can be a powerful tool here. Telling someone your goals or finding an accountability partner can make failure more noticeable. The plateau of latent potential. Clear introduces the concept of the plateau of latent potential to explain why habits often feel frustrating at the beginning. Progress, especially with new habits, is not always immediately visible. Just like compound interest takes time to build, the effects of atomic habits may not show up until later. Clear argues that the key to success is persistence and faith in the process, even when results seem slow. He likens habits to the gradual heating of an ice cube. The temperature rises without any visible change until the moment the cube melts. Habits often work the same way, with seemingly little progress until a critical point is reached. Environment, the invisible hand that shapes our habits. Environment plays a huge role in shaping behavior. Clear argues that success in building good habits often comes not from willpower alone, but from optimizing our environments. By changing physical surroundings to promote positive cues and reduce negative ones, habits become easier to maintain. For example, setting up your workspace in a way that encourages focus or removing distractions from your home can have a significant impact on your productivity and well-being. Identity-based habits, the power of belief. One of Clear's central ideas is the power of identity in habit formation. He argues that the most effective way to change your habits is to focus on who you wish to become, rather than on what you want to achieve. For example, instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," it's more effective to adopt the identity of, "I am a runner." This subtle shift can transform your behavior, as every action you take reinforces this identity. Clear emphasizes that habits are not just about reaching a goal, but about becoming the type of person who achieves those goals. Over time, your habits shape your identity, and your identity reinforces your habits in a powerful feedback loop. Conclusion: the power of small habits. In Atomic Habits, James Clear demonstrates how small changes, when practiced consistently, can lead to life-changing results. By understanding the science of habits and applying the 4 laws of behavior change, readers can transform their routines and achieve their goals, one small step at a time. The book is not just about productivity or self-help, but about a long-term approach to personal development that starts with tiny, achievable actions. Clear's message is simple yet profound. Focus on small, consistent improvements, and over time, these atomic habits will compound to create remarkable transformations.